Hello, everybody. This is Sandra Pallida Sandini, keeper of the inner dragon flame, as well as the galactic shaman. And I have the beautiful couple, Matt and Carina, here with me today. And they're here so you get to know them a little bit more for the spring equinox. Get to know you gift giveaway. Yes, that's what it is. They help singles and couples discover more pleasure, connect more deeply, and fall more in love with their person and with themselves. This is where this work really begins so you can feel more loved and communicate more clearly, moving through conflict in a way that strengthens your relationship. I'd love to hear a little bit more about that before we move into the questions. Please and thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. I've got something so cool. Okay. So I come from a music background, from classical music, and there's this mindset that we're learning to have in our relationship where when something isn't how you like it, it's actually calling you into more connection. So as opposed to like, oh no, or like, why isn't this working? It's like, oh, there's like more gold to be had here. So really shifting that story from conflict being bad or wrong and into like, ooh, what else is possible here? That's what's really been turning us on in our relationship.
Yeah. What can I learn about myself? What can I learn about you? What can we learn about the relationship? There's so much gold there.
Well, I've been witnessing you both close up and afar, and seeing this in action and seeing the transformation in your relationship has
Mm,
been very empowering. And how you're now bringing that out to really share with others is just, it's such a beautiful thing to witness. I really
thank
admire you
you.
guys.
Yeah, it really opens when I hear people who are hurting in their hearts because he doesn't do this and she's doing that. And what we really want is someone we're holding hands with, figuring life out together. And so that shift, not that it's all going to be like perfect and sunshine all the time, but that we learn how to enjoy the process together. That's what just absolutely makes me so happy.
Love that. Are you guys ready for some fun questions?
Yeah, let's do
Yes.
it.
Okay. So this is the wheel of names for those of you who are curious about it. And I love this because it's about the emotional, physical, spiritual, and self-identity. And we all have this in us. So as you can tell, Karina, you couldn't prepare for this question.
I'm very excited.
So the emotional question is, what brings tears to your eyes in the best way?
My cat playing the piano, sorry. That's not it. Sweetheart.
Right now,
Okay.
Lulu. Okay.
I love it.
Um, I went first on the last one. Do you have something?
Um,
I'm gonna go get the cat. He's
yeah.
gonna
I don't
share.
know if
I'll be
you
right
I
back.
don't know if you can hear her, but
Sweetheart, this is the longest
she's
cat.
into contemporary classical improv.
I love it.
What brings tears to my eyes?
In
God,
the best way.
in the best way, I feel quite a lot does. There's
Feels
some
a
of
lot,
the
this one.
some of the tenderness in our relationship, actually. And being a guy who was brought up to not feel and all those things we know about what young boys and young men and grown men are encouraged to keep inside, almost required to keep inside, to have done work to feel my feelings and name my feelings and to have as an open heart as possible. There's a lot, there's a lot here that can bring tears to my eyes in a good way, in the best way. Yeah.
Yeah. I think I
I
have
love
that.
that. I love that. Just before you answer for yourself, Karina, or expand on that, I just really want to share that I was sitting beside my husband the other day, and when I turned to look at him, I truly burst into tears because it was like one of those moments where I just felt so connected, even though we
Mm.
were like doing absolutely nothing. Like it was just a
Yeah.
random moment in our life, and yet I just felt such a major connection, and it brought this emotion up
Yeah,
and through me, and I was able to express in that moment just again how much I care about you, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
exactly. Yeah, I think I have that too. I think I have that too. We had to go get we did some errands this afternoon. I had to get my shoes resoled. I'm sure there's a pun or
There's
joke in there.
a good metaphor, I think.
Right. Yeah. And we were tired. Like it was like 5:15 and
Yeah.
I don't know, white problems, first world, everything's great, but we were tired and I wasn't my best. And he loved me anyway. And
Mm.
I was so grateful at how patient and we
Mm.
just, okay, one more store. That's my suitcase is on the verge of breaking. I have a trip in 2 days. And I was like, and you just went with it. And I was so okay. Soundtrack of our lives right now. And the other one that really brings tears to my eyes is when it clicks, when I feel that alignment, when I feel source and soul and expansion all happening at the same, like when it's clicking, my whole system just gets so excited that it brings tears to my eyes. Yeah.
I can totally relate to that one in a big way. Yes, very much so. Okay, you ready for the next one? The physical question?
This is so fun.
Yeah, I love this.
Okay, so what does strength mean in your physical world?
Oh,
Okay.
my easy one is that I can run for the bus. If I can run for the bus, not die, or feel like I'm going to die, but I'm still okay, if I can pick up an ottoman, yeah, that's, yeah, more of that, please.
That's so important because we're looking at the elders in our life.
Yeah.
Even myself, I'm elder to you guys, and the amount of activity that I still do is just really remarkable compared to some people that are my age.
Mhm.
And then looking at that elderly set that are even older than myself and witnessing that and how important it is to stay mobile, to continue to do things that is retaining strength and really recognize too how simple that is for those who are listening, how simple that is possibly just walking or going up the stairs. I know that I was walking flat for a number of months and then I realized that, man, I should start doing some stairs,
Mhm.
even if it's
There
just
are
a flight.
there are literally studies that people who live in hilly towns live longer.
Makes sense.
When I
Yeah.
stopped walking the kids to school, like I felt it. And so now I make sure that I have something that gets me walking every day. And we're thinking about maybe doing training for one of those races in the fall, like a
Like a 5K
Spartan
Spartan
something.
where there's an obstacle course as well.
And
Yeah.
hopefully never have I ever, but I'm excited about
Yeah. Yeah.
it.
What about yourself, Matt?
It
Strength.
it means capacity and in the way that we're talking about, just to to live, get around, and protection and provision as well. Certainly, I mean, saying that now, my kids are older, they're both young adults now, but definitely when they were younger, I felt that um, compulsion really to be fit, to be physically capable,
Mm,
whether whether it was to protect them somehow or to be able to dive into a river to save them, or even just to play with them in a pool and run around
yeah.
with them, play monster
Yes.
in the play park, and also just to feel like um just I think just to have a sense of confidence in my physicality and for you and around you as well, in case something happens out in the world, and also to be a
The
cape
beefcake that you are.
I
also to
love you guys.
be a capable lover for this woman
Yeah.
as well. That's
I,
that's
I,
honestly a big part of it.
I absolutely love that and admire that. And I'm very conscious as well of the different situations we live in. For myself, I'm in an area where there's a lot of elderly. So being able to physically go out and shovel people's sidewalks for them,
Yeah,
Mhm.
right?
yes, yeah,
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 absolutely. Absolutely. And thank you for naming the kids. I love being that mom who goes and plays frisbee with
yeah,
her kids in the summer in the park. Like I love it.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
love
I
it.
yeah.
And
totally
being
get
a
that.
bit crazy with it
Being
too.
crazy with it. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. Wanting to go climb a tree and climbing the tree, right?
yeah, yeah,
I love
yeah.
that. On to the spiritual question.
Spiritual. What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be? This
Do,
is
do,
so
do.
brilliant. What an
I
amazing.
love
I
not
want to
having,
steal it.
me
I love
too. I love not having to prepare.
Exactly. Hey, so
Mm.
what ritual feels like coming home?
it.
So
We have a lot of
we
coming home.
we do. We have so we spend some of our week together and some in our separate homes. So we go back and forth. So um there's a lot of saying goodbye and there's a lot of saying hello. So we have a ritual like we always it's probably like 30 seconds to a minute
At
that we
least.
that we hug when we see each other. Always, every time, regardless
We
of
didn't
what,
plan it. We
yeah,
just drink it in.
regardless of kind of what's happened, like there may be some like little rupture that we had like on the phone or earlier that morning, but
It never matters.
it's really important to us to just drop in and
I don't even think it's,
connect
I don't
and
even think about it though. I just see you and I just want to connect with
oh.
you. Okay, I have to brag one more.
Go for it.
In this, so I'll often take, so Toronto has quite a wonderful train system. And so I can take a train to his little town, which I love
Yeah.
because I can just like, I love just zoning out. I can drive, but it's not my favorite. And he started having this thing where he would come to pick me up, but he would like drive up all in a rush to where I was with the windows down.
So should be
So I'll
I
be,
wouldn't want to paint the picture.
okay, you
So
paint the picture.
so
Okay.
so there's the train and there's the platform, there's the waiting area. So she would come out to the waiting area and I'd be arriving in the car.
Yeah, exactly. And so he'd have the windows down and I'd see him like getting ready and he'd come by with the windows and he'd be blaring a love song.
Aw. I
Every time
absolutely
and
love
love
that.
it.
Yeah.
Eat it up. Eat it. It's
Yeah.
like ice cream.
Yeah, that's really fun.
Sweeter than ice cream.
I love that. I know for myself, there's one picture that really stands out of my husband and I, and the memory it invokes in me because he is singing at the top of his lungs to me. It's pouring rain. We had just done a goodwill gesture, and it exudes the energy of life. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's my coming home.
That's
Yeah,
wonderful.
I love this. I love you guys. Okay, so the self-identity question.
Ooh,
Okay.
self-identity. What's it gonna be?
When do you feel most like yourself?
Hmm. I feel like myself a lot. I feel like myself right now, but I also feel like myself meditating on the couch.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'd say it's one of my superpowers that I can feel at home wherever I am. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I know I feel most myself. Like often when I'm focused on something, when I'm in the zone, in flow,
You don't have to worry about anybody else's words.
don't have to worry about anybody else's words, processing anybody else's words or state of being. Um, Walking in the woods,
Mm.
yeah, and
Yeah.
times with us,
Yeah.
sometimes with my kids as well, just when there's a flow happening, and yeah, it just feels like when people are when we're all in our zone, whether it's a connecting zone or individual zones, and there's a sense of flow.
Like everyone's happy in their zone? Like in
Kind of,
their
or content, you know. Yeah.
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 I just want to breathe that in. That does, it feels very, very powerful. So, when you, how does this want to come through? I'm feeling into the energy of the way that you guys have answered this question and the dynamics of you each as individuals, as well as the way you are consistently connecting with one another.
Mm.
And when you think about that and the gifts that you're sharing for this beautiful event, the Growth in Motion gift giveaway, it's the wise minds, strong relationships. And then as well for the VIP, for those who step into the VIP, when love comes first, it's a full day immersion in love-led communication. When you
Mhm.
think of all that and your own personal interaction, what does growth in motion mean for each of you and together?
It's going back to what you said at the beginning, it's really real-time opportunities to grow. So it's particularly highlighted when there's difficulties, like when we come up against something that, there's the version of growth where we know what it is, we know where we want to grow, we're sort of very mindful and proactive of pursuing that. But relationships provide so much opportunity for growth. Could be an intimate relationship, it could be a relationship with a parent or a sibling or a friend, and to coming up against those points of friction, of challenge, are incredible opportunities to be like, okay, what's happening? What's this dynamic? What do I need to understand about them? What do I need to understand myself? And it does feel like growth in motion.
Growth in motion. Could you say the question again?
Yeah.
What does growth in motion mean to us? To
Yeah.
me?
Yeah.
I believe in taking the time to feel and claim desire. What do I want? And then the sports car can drive in that direction.
Mm.
So the growth is the both and of where do I want to go and calling in the magic of how am I going to get there. And that can be bumping up against edges, it can be inspiration, it can
Mm.
be downloads, it can be um, learning new skills. It's whatever is in service to what you want, but you got to know what you want first. That's what I think.
It is super powerful to have a direction to move in. Truly,
Yeah,
Yeah.
truly it is.
yeah, and that power is interesting. When I work with a client who says something like, "I don't know, just what do you see?" I'm like, well, but it's your session. What do you want? And there's this space that I'll then want to show to move into of how much power comes, how much capacity comes from knowing what you want, because then you get to believe that you can have it.
Wow. There's no mistake that you guys are part of this event. There truly isn't, because when I think about my own life, and again, as I witness you guys living your lives, there is so much power in what the three of us are doing on a day-to-day basis. And I include my husband in that as well, because we're making choices that are moving us in the direction that feels good to ourselves and
Yeah.
recognizing those sticky points, right?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Loving ourselves and each other through them.
Yeah.
Very much so. Anything you'd like to wind up with?
Just thank you. What a delight and a pleasure
Yeah.
to be here with you.
Yeah.
I cherish you guys. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So, everybody, it is March 17th to the 25th, and we look forward to seeing you at the summit end of that as well, which is the 24th and 25th. Thank you so much.